Namaste. When I shared my perimenopausal journey, acceptance was the word which resonated with many of you. So, what is acceptance? On a superficial level, it feels like letting go. You have no choice. So is life. This too shall pass. It almost feels like life has brought you on your knees in front of something which is inevitable and unknown. And so there is so much of fear, and it also can be very depressing. But acceptance is this deeper understanding, which needs a little bit of cognitive reframing, where you're not romanticizing your 20s or the vitality of your 30s and trying to recreate that in your 40s and in your 50s. Because remember, we went through adolescence, we went through puberty, dry skin, uncomfortable body. I didn't know what I was doing. There was so much confusion. I didn't even have words to articulate what I was feeling. And we went through that. And then we blossomed in our 20s, and we thrived in your 30s into this beautiful, human being with so much of accomplishments. Now in your menopause or perimenopause, it kind of feels like that a little bit, where it needs a more cognitive reframing. Now, exercise is not to do so that you can maintain a certain shape of the body, but to have bone density and mobility and clarity. And your food you eat or diet is no longer so that your skin can be beautiful or luscious hair, but what can I eat so that I can feel more energized throughout the day? Sleep is not this thing which you do at the end of the night because you party too hard or study too hard, when now it is an essential thing which will help you to repair and replenish for the next day. So readjusting and reframing cognitively as to how we think about the things which we are already doing gives a deep sense of peace and purpose in our lives right now. So during this perimenopause, it kind of readjusting like that. So take your time as you kind of did it in your adolescence for this readjustment, because there is going to be a new version of you. It reminds me of Lao Tzu's quote, and he says, I need to let go of who I am to become the person who I might be. So that is full of possibilities, because you have wisdom, you have insights of 4 decades living in this body, and you also kind of like don't care so much about the societal expectations, because done that, been there, done that. So there is a little bit of an extra freedom now to kind of reshape and reframe of who you are. I'm kind of excited about Savita 2.0. So give yourself the same grace you would give your teenage kids, to just reframe and adjust this body, and you will come out of this splendidly. Hope this was useful. Thank you so much for listening.